Okay, we're back. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what happens on Dear Father Al, you send to me your daily problems about life, about love, relationships, whatever your issues may be. Please consider sending them to me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. And what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Today is Saturday, December 3rd. It's December already. I'm telling you, the year is absolutely flying by. Again, today is Saturday, December 3rd, episode number 12. And what happens on the show, you send to me your daily problems about life, love, relationships, whatever your issues may be. You send them to me, and then what I'll do is I'll take all your information, and during the show, I'll read it off and then reply back to you that are watching with a common sense solution. If by chance you are watching during the show and you're experiencing something similar to what we're talking about, please interject your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. I love each and every one of you, and thank you so much for sticking with me as I navigate through this whole web streaming process. As I mentioned before, we used to be on Facebook Live. We decided to move to YouTube Live. We're having some challenges with the sync of the program, and there was some sort of audio delay. You may or may not have noticed it, but I'm hopeful that with today's setting, it should be somewhat improved. Also, I learned that I might have been speaking too fast, this old habit of mine. So what I'm doing is I'm slowing down my speech. Maybe I was just talking too fast for the computer to catch up with the audio and video. So there's nothing wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with the feed, it's just me slowing down my speech. So again, here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can contact me 24 hours a day. The telephone number you can reach me is area code 623-764-8893. Again, 623-764-8893. Email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. Again, contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. In the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less, and what I'll do is I will take all your information, again, jot it all down, then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al is our social media handle, and that applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as YouTube. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the show as possible. And since you're watching on YouTube, click the subscribe button. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the one that I received last week. All right. So the one I received last week says, Dear Father Al, years ago, someone saved my life, and I have been forever grateful. I let this person and their family live in an investment property that I own. No mortgage is on the property. The person does not pay me rent. adopt me. I pay property insurance. The person maintains the property and general upkeep. I have also lent this person money multiple times and hope this person would pay me back. When I loan people money, I don't expect to pay them back. If they do, all the better. Just saying. All right, so this has yet to happen. I'm a senior citizen. Lately, this person has been out of work due to an injury and claims to be low on funds again. A home equity loan was proposed to me by this person. I'm getting older and need to save for myself. What is a home equity loan? What should I do? Signed, borrow or bust. All right, borrow or bust. I will reply back to you in a sec. So if by chance, if you're the type of person that, you've got a couple of coins in the bank and you have no objection to just loaning people, people in a hard time, you feel fortunate, you feel blessed that you were able to achieve what you have achieved and get to the point to where you can loan people out money and not expect to get it paid back. If you're in that position, hey, all the merrier. So if by chance, if you're in that position and people are constantly coming to you asking for money, hey, interject your comments in the chat line and I will read those off and we will discuss that further. So this is my response to borrow or bust. Actually, going back, I had an uncle, my Uncle Bill, did really well in the military, had some side businesses, and I recall growing up, my mother and I'm sure some of his other siblings or their siblings borrowed money from Uncle Bill. And he, again, had a nice little lump of change, and people were constantly asking him for money. So one day, during his later years, rest his soul, before he died, he and I and my aunt, my favorite aunt, the three of us sat around the table, just trying to gain some knowledge from the old folk, if you will. We were sitting around, and I asked him, I said, A, I really appreciate everything you've done for me, Uncle Bill. I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm forever grateful. And I just wanted to say thank you for helping me and my family, my mom and my siblings, get through life in hard times, regardless of the situation. Mom would pick up the phone and say, hey, Bill, I need X amount of dollars. So he would loan and probably, actually he said he didn't expect to get it back. So I asked him, I said, Uncle Bill, you help many, I'm sure others, aside from our family, helping people out and loaning them money. And did you expect to get it back? He said, Al, I worked long and hard. I'm in the position to where I can loan people money. Most of the time, 90-some-odd% of the time, I didn't expect to get it back. And I'm just grateful that I'm in the position to be able to loan people money and not get it back. I thought, holy smokes, and not to get it back. So that was a major shock when I heard it from him. And I'm forever grateful to my Uncle Bill. Love you, Uncle Billy. Thank you. He passed away about a year or so ago. So just wanted to say a quick shout out to Uncle Bill. Thank you, Uncle Bill, for being in that position and being disciplined enough to be able to be in that position that you can help others out. So quick shout out to Uncle Bill. Love you. All right, so this is what I have for borrow or bust. And Terry's on the chat line. Terry says, howdy, Padre. Howdy, Terry. Love you, love you, love you. So this is what I have for borrow or bust. Dear borrow or bust, a home equity loan is generally where you are granted a loan based on the equity of your property. So if an appraisal, after your appraisal is done of your property and your property is valued at $400,000 and you owe $200,000, generally, there is $200,000 in equity. for you to use per se. Banks may loan 100%. So if you say you've got $200,000 in equity, so if you want to have a loan, you could do a home equity loan. You could get a loan for $200,000, 100%. They could do, 200%, $400,000. They could do 50% of equity, $100,000. So it varies depending on the bank and obviously your credit. So that is pretty much what a home equity loan will do for the most part. What I would definitely not do, borrow or bust, is I would not apply for a home equity loan. If it's a loan is already in your name, especially if you have the home mortgage paid off, then you're creating major problems for yourself. So don't do a home equity loan for this person. I know he saved your life, but there comes a certain point, in my opinion. All right. He is a grown man and must carve his own path, especially if he has a family and kids and whatnot. Hey, you got to get out there, have the wife to go do some additional work, the kids, cut grass, whatever, But hey, you got to do it on your own. So if you prefer, especially during this whole Christmas holidays and whatnot, if you prefer, you could give him a small amount and advise that it will be the last time. So if you're going to do it, hey, here's a nice little lump, then that is it. You're done. Best wishes, move on. So that is what I have for borrow or bust. So if by chance you're experiencing something similar to what I'm talking about, interject your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. Again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to help you move forward in life and help you make a decision that kind of keeps you going. So Terry interjected that sounds like this person is taking advantage of her good graces. I'm with you. I'm totally with you, Terry. The person said he saved her life, but you're trying to help him out. But I think he's stretching it quite a bit, especially if you're asking for a home equity loan. And the person's a grown man with kids and whatnot. He's asking for a home equity loan. I think that may be a bit much. So we also have an interjection chat on the chat line from Michelle. Michelle says, "Happy Saturday, Father Al. Love you, love you, love you. Smooches, smooches, smooches." And Michelle is in Atlanta, so we got some watchers on the East Coast. So I love you. She also says, "Great advice for borrow or bust." Yeah, again, I think, and Terry had put the nail on the head, the person is taking advantage of her good graces. Borrow or bust, seems like she's a good person, but then, when you're a good person, people just push the envelope many times. So again, you're here with me, Father Al, and thank you too for the input. And if by chance, anybody else wants to interject some comments in the chat line, please go ahead and do that as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today is Saturday, December 3rd, episode number 12. In the description, you're going to see a few links. The first link you're going to see in the description is Friend of the Father Partner Program. And when you click that link, what that will do is that will take you to a PayPal page. And on the PayPal page, you're going to see some drop-down options. The first drop-down option is going to be the Friend of the Father Partner Program. Friend of the Father Partner Program is a program that we created to help keep the program alive. It'll pay for dry cleaning of the coat that I've got, the shirt that I've got. Also, we purchased the entry-level, the basic version of the streaming software that we're using. So if by chance you care to donate to the Friend of the Father Partner Program, we can purchase the upgrade version of the software, which will give us some additional interactivity, people being able to call in, multiple cameras, you call in. And I believe they have the one to where you can call in and you can actually see the person on the actual screen during the feed. So that's some additional cool stuff we would like to add. So if you would be so kind to donate to the Friend of the Father Partner Program, that is what we will use your funds for. Also, you'll see in the second section of the drop-down list, the Living Legacy Program. The Living Legacy Program, that is where we'll take donated mobile devices, laptops, notebooks. We take those and we refurbish them and then bring them back to factory reset. And then we donate them to senior citizens 65 and older with no income requirements. And then what we do, the reason why we chose the Samsung Galaxy Note, the Samsung Galaxy Notes come with a built-in stylus. And oftentimes the seniors have frail hands and they can't navigate with the phone well, so that built-in stylus will help them do that. So that's why we chose the Samsung Galaxy Notes in addition to the laptops and the notebooks. All right, we'll take the real legacy versions of the Samsung Galaxy Notes, the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll take those, but please keep in mind those cannot be used as a mobile phone as well as a tablet because of the older technology. So they can be used as a mini tablet, take them to the Wi-Fi, take them to the grocery store, library, and surf the internet that way, but they can't be used as a phone. The more current ones, the 9 and forward, those can be used as a mobile phone because of the newer technology. You'll also see a reference in the drop-down, a reference to open and private. Open, that is where we'll tell any and everybody who donated, how much they donated. Private, that is where we'll keep who donated confidential. So that is the difference between the two. The other link that you will see in the description is the Father Al wish list. And when you click that link, what that will do is that will take you to an Amazon.com page. And on there, you're going to see all kind of great accessories, cigar accessories, golf accessories. And if by chance, if I helped you out, even in some small way, and you want to send some love to me, Father Al, for helping you out, click that link and that will take you to an Amazon.com page. You'll see some stuff, select it, and then have it drop shipped to me. As you'll notice, on the show, I'll have cigars. People will donate very fine cigars to me. So if you want to send some cigars to me, Father Al, please stop by your cigar shop, online, whatnot, and send some cigars to me. You can't buy them on Amazon, but again, you should be able to find them on your favorite cigar website or cigar store and send them to me. Email me, text me, call me, whatever, and let me know that you're going to be sending some cigars to me. That way, when the concierge downstairs says, hey, Al, you've got some stuff downstairs, at least I'll know what it is and the box is not ticking. So that is what you will see in the description. I love each and every one of you. Again, click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the podcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the very next one. So far on the line, on the live chat line, I've got Terry and Michelle. Love you, love you, love you. Smooches, smooches, smooches. All right, so this is what I have for the next one. So it says, Dear Father Al, I ended a 3 years relationship with the certainty that this is for the best. But facing holiday gatherings where friends and family will inquire about the absence of my ex is a bit harsh. What would be the best and most elegant answer when asked about him? Signed, Island Girl. All right, Island Girl, I will reply back to you in a sec. So if by chance, if you've been in a relationship, however long it was, and you recently broke up, and you're dealing with some family during the holidays, interject your comments in the chat line and I will talk about it and go from there. So shortly afterwards, I will respond to Island Girl on what my opinion is. So again, click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and click the subscribe button. So this is what I have for Island Girl. Dear Island Girl. Island Girl. Trying to figure out who sung that. All right. Dear Island Girl. Dear Island Girl, tell those who your separation, excuse me, will make a difference. You don't have to, broadcast it everywhere, but specifically tell the people who it will make an impact. They'll likely respond with what you're going to tell them. So tell those who your separation will make a difference. You should have multiple discussions, one with each smaller group. So rather than, okay, everybody, sit around, I've got a big announcement. No. Before the event, and especially if you know who's going to be at an upcoming holiday event, talk to those separate families, those separate groups, and let them know. Again, I would not broadcast it on social media, nor have any sort of freedom party. So don't go there. Close family and friends will likely take sides during the discussion that you have with them. No need for you to go into any specific details of the breakup with each group. If you want to, but it could lead down to this long, crazy path, so I would not recommend that. Just let them know that you wanted to tell them directly rather than hearing it from another source. Also, kindly ask that they not mention you being alone at this time, especially during the holiday parties. Reconfirm that, assuming so, that you are doing well emotionally and appreciate their love and concern and, importantly, their discretion. So that is what I have for you, Island Girl. I'm hopeful this will help you out in making a decision to move forward in life. I love each and every one of you. Smooches, smooches, smooches. Again, click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance, which I'm assuming you are now, watching on YouTube, click that subscribe button if you have not done so already. Again, love each and every one of you. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the next one. So again, so far live on the live chat line, I've got Terry and Michelle. All right, so here we go. Dear Father Al, I have been working on my computer. It's not an Apple. I deleted files in error, and now a few existing programs won't work. I'm not very computer savvy, but if you can guide me into a general direction, I might be able to get it working. Signed, System Stupid. All right, System Stupid. I will reply back to you in a sec. So if by chance, if you experience something similar, you're doing some stuff on your computer and you deleted it, and all of a sudden some other programs that are dependent on these files, whatever they may be, locks up, won't play nice, then hey, let us know, interject your comments in the chat line. So Michelle says, Island Girl, yes, Father Al is right. Cherish the good times you had, make new memories with new friends. So thank you, Michelle, for that. Again, if by chance you're experiencing a recent breakup and you're dealing with family, you're going to be dealing with family coming up at parties, hey, interject your comments how you were able to cope with that, especially during the holiday. That seems to be a real tough time for many, to say the least. All right, so this is what I have for System Stupid. Dear System Stupid, thank you for clarifying that you don't have an Apple computer. Apple computers likely have a different setup from non-Apple computers. for the most part. There is an app on your computer called Control Panel. On there, you will need to eventually find the System Restore option. So when you go to the Control Panel, look, and there's a subsection in there called System and Security section. So you should be able to find a link to take you to the System Restore option there. You could also likely find it by searching for this in the search feature near your Start menu button. If you've got your Start menu button on the bottom left on the taskbar, per se, of your computer, you should be able to find it, there, the control panel and whatnot. Or even type in System Restore, and it should take you there. Your system typically backs up all settings on a random basis. So when you go to System Restore, look for a restore date before you made the file delete error. Restoring process will take a while. It may or may not help, but it's worth a try. Before restoring, look in your recycle bin to see if the file is there. You may have deleted it, but you've not cleaned out the recycle bin, which is it's a good thing, actually, if you didn't. If you find it there, then select the file and right-click your mouse button and then select Restore option. It should say Restore. What that will do is that will return the file to its original location, and failing programs should work again. So let me know. Again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. Actually, after finishing what I just said, Terry said, yes, have person restore from the trash if files are still there. So that's the good thing about the trash bin. It's not completely deleted, but it's in a temporary trash bin. So in case you like, oh, see, I deleted an error, then you can go there and then put it back into the original file where it is. So anyway, we got one more and we will call it a day. So far live, I've got Terry and Michelle. Love each and every one of you. So this is what I have for the very last one, and we'll call it a wrap. Dear Father Al, my husband and I have been married for multiple years and had sex together before our marriage. During all that time, I have never had an orgasm from intercourse. My orgasms come from oral sex or masturbation, which I greatly enjoy, and my husband said they really turn him on also. But now he insists that I have a vaginal orgasm, which it seems I cannot achieve. During sex, he refused me and any kind of oral stimulation or even masturbation, stating that I will never learn how to have a vaginal orgasm if he does that. Needless to say, lovemaking has gone downhill for both of us. Is there anything I can do? Any techniques or exercises I can learn? We have tried different positions and different angles for penetration, as well as different speeds, but nothing seems to help or even come close. I have tried to find books that may help me, but so far I cannot find what I am looking for. Can you help in any way? Signed, Lit. Go in peace.